How are we doing, guys? It's Luke here for Simbox. We're down at the launch press conference ahead of Jack Catterall versus Eubank in Manchester. On the undercard, making his professional debut, will be Leo Atang. I'm joined by Leo now. Leo, how are we doing?
I'm all good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, really good, thanks. So, turning professional at 18, making your pro debut on a big card in Manchester. You see by the smile on your face, very excited?
Yeah, honestly, it's something I've dreamed of as a kid, and now that it's actually happening, it's all becoming real. You know, we're well into camp, like we're improving every session, and I just can't wait to show everyone what I've got.
So, of course, you had a fantastic amateur background. 18 is very young for a professional heavyweight to turn over to the paid ranks. Take us through that decision to become professional at such a young age and not maybe stick to the amateurs and see where that could have took you.
You know, a big point of me moving was I entered the nationals in January. Nobody entered, and then I knew I still had another year of youth, so I wasn't boxing seniors, and I couldn't go a year out, especially 18. You can't have that much time out. So I thought, right, let's go get some experience and let's learn on the job as a pro. Take it in, physically mature in each fight, mentally mature in each fight, and mature in my style as well. And I feel like if I get that experience in early now, it's only going to pay dividends further down the line.
Absolutely. Now, in terms of turning over to the pro ranks, for those that might not have seen any of your amateur fights, tell us a bit about yourself. What's your kind of style? You kind of heavyweight that likes to box, move around. You go look for the knockouts. How do you think you fare in the pro game?
Yeah, so I like to use my speed. I'm not exactly a big heavyweight, but I make up for it with the speed, the style. I got fast feet. I can overwhelm them with the amount of punches I'll throw. I'll have them out of there in no time.
Absolutely. Now, of course, you're working with Sonny Edwards, signing with Matt Troom. That shows a lot of confidence in you. Does that also boost your confidence in yourself that you've got this kind of backing, you've got this kind of guidance? Now it's just down to you to put the hard work in and go chase the results.
Like it doesn't. Like I don't get too hung up on it. Like you got to stay grounded, keep it small. But at the same time, like when I've got this pressure on me, it's there for a reason. Like they've obviously seen something in me from my performances as an amateur, and they believe that I can make something of myself. So it's nice to have that backing from them all.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, in terms of the work that you put in the gym, the sparring and whatnot, is there any names in particular that you've been working with?
Yeah, I've been working with like say Dave and Pat over there. Like I'm sparring with that Lewis Williams, been sparring with Chris Billam, Vidal Riley, like quite a few names. Delicious Ori, I've been sparring with all of them. I'm sparring Justice Honey on Thursday.
So Justice Honey, you're sparring him this Thursday
on
coming?
Thursday, yeah.
So that's going to be a fantastic opportunity. Of course, he's got that big fight with Fabio Wardley coming up, so that's going to be a great experience for yourself.
Definitely, seeing as he's been there on the big stage and done it, it will also, I might have to pick his brain for a bit after. But
absolutely. So that's all it's about at your age, isn't it? It's taking in that knowledge, being a bit of a sponge, soaking it all up, and then formulating it into the Leo Atang plan to move forward.
Definitely.
So in terms of being a young heavyweight, there's of course Moses Itauma. He's a couple of years older than you, but do you look at him as kind of inspiration that being at such a young age that things can still work out? As I say, it's not always about being 25, 26, turning pro in the heavyweight division. You see, like I say, Moses Itauma having a great start to his career. Is that like a source of inspiration for yourself?
Like I say, like a lot of people comparing, like who's he going to do this? Like he's paved the way for young heavyweights like myself to come through early, and it's almost inspiring. And I believe he's an unbelievable fighter. And don't get me wrong, further down the line, I think it would be a great fight between me and him. But I'm almost glad that he's done it so that people can not just overlook an 18-year-old coming through.
Absolutely. Well, Leo, I wish you the very best for the pro debut. I appreciate speaking to Simbox, and I'm sure we'll catch up again many times in the future.
Definitely. Thank you very much.